let's just face it, we're just all lost. None of us know what the we're doing. We're literally floating on a rotating planet in the middle of a galaxy that we barely know, in an infinite, ever-growing or shrinking universe that we definitely haven't explored nor even understand, quite frankly. We know there is something greater than us. We know there is an unknown energy force coming through our body that is giving us breath, that is making us being alive. Some people might call it soul, some tradition might call it chi, some religion might call it divine energy. I wish I was handed a handbook at birth, so I will know exactly how to navigate, how to be human, what it means, knowing that we are here on this planet as part of a whole ecosystem. I definitely want to know how I can contribute better. But for that, we need to go back to the roots of what does that exactly mean to be a human? The main difference between being human and being an animal is our ability to reason. Supposedly, animals are only behaving based on instincts, and us have the option of thinking, reasoning, analyzing situations, thinking of past experiences, and make conscious actions or decisions in our lives. Being human means being capable of having a wide range of emotions and having unique perspectives on the world. It also means having the capacity to empathize for others and to recognize our interconnectedness as living beings. For example, a second ago I just said we are aware we are part of a whole ecosystem. Somehow it seems like we have forgotten this. Being human means we have the ability to have a moral compass that allows us to make decisions and take actions that are beneficial for ourselves and for others. And that's based on our ability to reason. So how is it that we struggle so much with the basics? I personally believe that is just because we are not reminded every day. I think it should be something that should be taught at school. I think it should be in every other commercial you watch. It should be in the songs of your favorite musical artists, and it should be spread largely in religions or any sorts of spiritual teachings. You should be reminded how to be human, which means because you have the capacity of reason, you are able to connect with others and to make moral, empathetic decisions. There are so many unknown. Why don't we master what we actually know and be the best we could be? If you look at nature, animals work hard together to thrive as a community. So does that mean that by our ability to reason, we have forgotten our instinct? Perhaps. Today, I'm going to give you some simple reminders. Practice kindness. By being kind to others, you're naturally connecting to yourself and being more in touch with your feelings, which is something us as humans that we hate to do. That's why psychologists have such a booming business, because we are so disconnected with how we feel. We don't want to feel. We want to run away. But feeling is very much human, and we have to embrace it. All types of emotions are okay, whatever it may be. If we have the ability, it's probably for a reason. We should embrace it and learn how to deal with it, but that's for another video. Practicing kindness towards others is automatically going to bring it back onto you. It's just like exercising. It's just a healthy habit. Once you start opening that heart, a life is going to appear completely differently. Your life is ultimately going to have more meaning. Cultivate empathy. It kind of goes hand in hand with practicing kindness, but by listening to other people's feelings, putting yourself in another person's shoes, trying to understand their perspective and their feeling is so important. As human, we have the ability to reason. What is it that when somebody finally opens up, we're so caught up in our own narrative and what we are about to say next that we completely detach, and we have lost this ability to be empathetic and to feel for the other person. I think becoming a better human is really pausing your own thoughts and really listening to someone, have compassion and understanding where they're coming from. You don't have to relate. You don't even have to understand, but just having some empathy, I think, is a very human thing that we should be reminded of a little bit more often. Practice gratitude. Yes, life is not easy, but as humans, we should be able to compartmentalize in our brain what is shitty and what is still good. It allows us to be present and to just be happier. This life on earth is hard. It sucks most days. You have to put out fires. You have to figure out things that you don't know how you are going to deal with. Most of the time, you get heartbreaks and deal with people that are unhappy. It could be a very dark place sometimes. But practicing gratefulness would truly help balance it out. Because every day, there is at least one thing to be grateful for. Even if it's just being able to see the sun, being able to walk on 2 feet, being able to eat your favorite meal, having a roof over your head. Practicing gratefulness is just as simple as once a day, just say, I am so thankful for A, B, C, or D. This is it. Just the thought of it, since we have the capacity to reason, will bring good energy into your day because you will have a better outlook on life and therefore being more receptive to your community. Practice self-care. A lot of us are always taking care of others. In order to be able to help others in any shape or form, we have to practice self-care. And that means taking care of our emotional, physical, and mental well-being. That includes eating well, preferably plant-based, doing some sort of exercise regularly, just a little walk a few times a week will do, getting enough sleep, and finding a way to manage stress as well. All these very simple, basic stuff, so many of us just forget about it. We go on autopilot, we wake up, we go to work, we have to eat, we have to feed the children, we have to run here and there, we have to pay the bills, we go home and repeat. It's so important to take time for self-care, and that should be in our human handbooks, for sure. Learn to grow. Always learn new skills, new things, read about something that interests you, watch a short YouTube video about something that you have an interest just to learn and to keep your brain active and growing. We are so caught up in our ways and we are being raised in one way and our conditioning tells us other things, and we often forget to bring in new information as we grow into human adult beings. And I think it's very important to keep learning, keep growing. When I started my clothing brand, I learned how to do photography, learn how to operate a website. And now that I'm moving on, I'm just always learning new things and new skills. I feel like it's filling my cup a lot more than I thought it would. So just always being open and learning new things, even if it's very small, is a great way for us humans to become better every day. Practice mindfulness, being able to be present and to just connect with what's around us is so important. We are all stuck on our phone. We are all doing 5 million things at once, and we forget to really connect with our own energy. We do have something divine going through our veins. We need to connect to it because this is for a whole other videos, but it's talking to us. It's guiding us. It's making us strong. It's making us live. It's making our body heal itself. We need to find ways to be more present and being more mindful, paying attention to our thoughts, our emotions, and our surroundings. It can help us be more grounded, more centered. Therefore, we would be more empathetic. Therefore, we would bring more kindness. Therefore, we would have a such overall better life. It would just make more sense to be on this planet, to understand why we are here. By being present, answers come to you. Things start making sense, and you are just so fulfilled and you become happy to be here. Even though you have a clear understanding that this is not peach and roses every day, still it makes you feel grateful to be a human on earth right now. We should try to spread positivity Every time you turn on the TV or any social media app, you're going to see something negative that is going to make you feel bad, and then you're going to share it to your friend, or you're going to say something negative. We dwell on things that hurt us, our past traumas, and we always talk about negative stuff all the time. By spreading positivity, we make the world around us better. Smile, compliment others, be a source of encouragement and inspiration for people around you. Don't just stop your neighbor to say, oh my God, you know what I heard, gossip, this and that, and it's just gonna make everybody feel awkward and weird and not good. Let's spread more positivity. It's great to do that to strangers, but it's also so much more important to do that with your partner, your friends. Just remind them how special they are, bringing love overall to the world around you. If you start your day with the intention of bringing love and light everywhere you're gonna walk around and you're gonna go, you're gonna feel so good and have such an overall better day. In a nutshell, being human is not easy, but there are so many ways to reconnect with our core, our heart, how we can navigate on this planet with the others and the whole entire ecosystem by doing simple actions that will make your whole entire world a much better one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on social at Cobalt and Salt. Thank you for watching. I'm Cece. See you in the next one.